Anyone who's been married for a while has probably experienced a lull in the bedroom.
Sex therapist Laurie Watson from Awakening Center for Intimacy and Sexuality is here. And Laurie, you say that there is a struggle in committed relationships that causes most of the strife over sex. What is this struggle?
That's right. There's a power struggle in marriage. We need two things in life. We need to feel close and connected, and we also need to feel independent and autonomous, that we can make our own decisions. But it's funny, once we get married, we split those needs into two separate people. One person kind of carries the whole burden for connection and closeness and doing things together. The other person feels more intensely about things outside of the relationship, maybe their work. So they're more intense about things outside. This person, who I call the pursuer, wants closeness and connection and intensity here in the relationship. This person has it outside the relationship.
This sounds familiar. So, how do we get past this?
Okay, so the pursuer is a person who becomes over time to feel starved, and so they are critical. So they chase this person with their criticism. And the distancer feels overwhelmed and is really afraid of being controlled, so they back up. And sometimes this person feels exhausted from all their efforts. And so they say, I'm not going to do anything anymore. And this person sneaks forward a little bit, and this person says, that's a day late, $1 short. And what becomes maintained is the distance. This is constant. No matter who's moving, they maintain the same distance. And in sex, think about it. Oftentimes we flip-flop places over sex. So the man is the emotional distancer. He wants, his work to be his everything, but he wants sex. And she wants the relationship to be her everything, but she doesn't see sex as an avenue of connection.
Wow. So obviously it's going to affect the physical relationship, this constant distance that just keeps moving.
This is the distance of unhappiness.
Yeah. So how do you solve this?
Okay. So we need to close this gap. And the pursuer, actually, it's like holding back wild horses. They have to stop the anger. They have to contain their anxiety of never being fed. They get afraid. Nothing will change. It won't get better. And so they're very anxious. And they have to learn to stand still in that for a period of time. And the distancer, it's sort of like lighting a firecracker underneath a donkey.
I like to say the other word instead of donkey. Sorry. I like that analogy, Laurie. Light it. Let it rip.
Okay, so they have to initiate. They have to move forward and get courageous, because this person is very afraid of being controlled and of closeness, actually. They're terrified of it.
You have some suggestions on where we can get some help to better understand all this.
Yes. I write about this all the time on my blog. On Psychology Today, at Married and Still Doing It. There's lots of articles.
Married and Still Doing It.
Also on your website at
On my
Awakenings.
website, yes. In the resource section, there's a short sheet of paper that is it's called Pursuer Distancer. And it has the description of the problems and all the answers. I mean, how you solve it.
All right.
You were mentioning to us that you taught this at church recently.
I did. I taught about it all at church. It was a big one.
And this is the description of many, many, many marriages.
Yes. And I taught about sex as well and how it's complicated. My churches. Very cool.
Laurie, thank you so much.